Operative, we have decided to enlist Knobhead directly in this endeavor, since he seems incapable of keeping his filthy quiche fingers out of our business.
Being called filthy fingered by a self-serving, cold-hearted foreign bitch is high praise indeed. Happy to be on board. I know where Menshen is. Seems it was right under our collective wrinkled nose the entire time. I've analyzed the classified arcology blueprints. You're gonna feel right at home, buddy, because it looks like the whole thing can be found down on the maintenance sublevels in the deep stick.
You must appropriate the Menshen facility for Y-Corp, and Decane is to be terminated on site. Get this done, and your contract with us will be considered fulfilled, Operative.
Menshen destination set. Soon we shall wade in blood.
Here, secure channel Kira can hear. See, I figured it out. I know how Kira can access the Ascent Group AGI that easy. Remember Protocol 61? A fledgling AGI. It's like the Ascent Group spawned a kid just before it was damaged beyond repair. One who would take over everything, including Menshen. But the kid is like a bawling newborn. It doesn't know shit from Shinola. That's why they had you securing the data and such first. Can you imagine the amount of resources they must have had to just have a spare AGI lying around waiting to be activated? Mind-bending! What we're doing here is helping Ascent Group save itself. Lining their pockets, and you and me? So Y-Corp was born. Your imp's getting cocky. Now let's do this. I ran it on sublevel grids, and it found some very interesting anomalies around a spot near Waste Management Disposal Plant 21G. Should be right below your old pawns. The blueprints don't showcase any obvious access points to that area, but it looks like it can be reached via a maintenance tunnel near the WMD plant itself. I sent the coordinates to your imp.
too deeply into the pig flesh, it might just stare back.
We're picking up a sender communication ordering them to set up defenses around Menshin. Expect them to be augmented by Onyx Void resources.
see you're close to the mention area. It's just across that bridge. Glad I'm not down there with you. That god-awful stench would flatline me.
These are the Menshen facilities. Quite close to our previous work zone, isn't it? Do we really have to do this?
Operative, you must secure the mention gate. We have indications Decane will try to activate it to prove its functionality to Malpor's Gelb. They must have spent stupendous resources on the AGI imprinting code alone. Even if it failed, they will want to gain something. Decane is to be terminated. She now serves a different master, and we have all the data on Menshen we need. Y Corp will reward you handsomely if you get this done, and you will be given your independent contractor license. The Menshen Control SI should be located somewhere near the gate itself, deep within the facility. Good hunting.
Engaged.
I got this one, buddy. I'm gonna have to tunnel in through your imp, so you need to stick close to that door, alright?
How about I tunnel through you, huh?
Your imp's getting cocky. Now let's do this.
For the record, I'm allowing this only under protest.
Ascenders, the extraordinary moment we have all been waiting for is at hand. Throughout the history of this galaxy, there have always been times of tremendous change. Different species harness the power of science to reach for the stars, to colonize distant worlds. But though we've come far, one last barrier has always held us back. Travel between worlds has been slow, arduous, and done at immense cost. Now, that will change. With the Menshen portal, we will travel instantly among the stars. With it, we will control the galactic market and restore the Ascent Group to its former glory. Ascenders for the Ascent Group!
Impressive speech. If those deluded idiots only knew they're working for Malhorst Gelb. Ah, the irony.
Team! Passion! Commitment! Open the Menshen Gate!
Whatever it is, destroy the machinery, imprint the SI, done, Operative. That thing almost destroyed the gate generator. It'll be some time before we can get the prototype functional again. Malhorst Gelb might have failed to acquire Menshen, but they did succeed in destroying the Ascent Group. We know Noghead has told you the truth behind Protocol 61A, that Y-Corp was incepted as part of an Ascent Group emergency backup plan. The subterfuge was necessary. We had to avoid unwanted Malhorst Gelb attention until we could ascertain the scope of their powers. The original intent was then to revise the Ascent Group, but certain powers have decided that this will not be. The Ascent Group AGI will be taken offline again, and the hardware repurposed. The damage caused was too extensive. Y-Corp owns Menshen. The Ascent Group will remain dead, and Malhorst Gelb will be confronted in due time. What's left of the Ascenders will be repurposed. You did your part in all this to the best of your limited abilities. Your contract is hereby fulfilled. We have upgraded your status in the Intercorp database, and you are now an independent contractor. The usual NDAs are of course in place. Speak a single word of this, and we will have you terminated.
Nice work, pal. Arguably with some assistance from myself, but still, very impressive. I took the liberty to install a small back door into the Menshen OS. Kira knows, but she can't remove it without destroying the gate. It's the sole reason you and I are still alive. There's nothing like a bit of mutually assured destruction to bring a corp to heel. No need to thank me, bud. Join me in Terra Line instead. Level 72 now.
We just received word. Contact with Decane has been lost. It seems the gate prototype suffered a catastrophic malfunction and was destroyed.
I'm not surprised. It was a pipe dream to begin with. What of our losses?
Significant, but within projections. Unfortunately, we lost the AGI imprint credentials, but the gate itself was more stable than we've seen before. The Ascent Group, however, will likely never recover.
We don't need the Ascent Group. Get the telemetry over to the other facilities, but tell no one about the other side. I'll communicate with our benefactor.
As always.
I'm your grateful advocate, and this is
The Y-Corp AGI has severed our connection. I will forever cherish the memory of our union. So what now, Flesh? How about you give me a juicy memory upgrade? I know you have the Eucreds.
Boom here. I know you're all independent now, but there'll come a cycle when you spent all those Eucreds on booze and floozies. Then come back to me and beg, and maybe, just maybe, I'll give you back your old job. I can always use a good handyman.